Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you another brand new episode in my Subnautica Survival Guide Let's Play series. And in this episode, we're going to be doing some exploring and maybe working towards one of the larger submarines. Last episode, we managed to get our hands on this sea moth right here. But there are bigger and better subs, namely the Cyclops. However, before we can build a Cyclops, we have to find a whole bunch of materials and all sorts of good stuff like that. And we need to do some exploring of the deeper ocean floor. So that's what we're working on right now. That's a critter I haven't seen yet. Interesting. Let's see, but we're over here. We're 100 meters underneath the ocean right now. We've gotten down pretty deep. Let's exit and see if we can find anything good. We got a Terraformer Fragment. Oh, that's not friendly. I think it's time to, let's get back in our sea moth and, it gets scary when you get deep under the ocean, guys. It gets scary indeed. Holy cow. Some very unfriendly critters down here. Now the question is, can we find our escape pod even? Oh, there it is. There's the flashing beacon. Whew. That was not what I had expected to come across. Alright. But we did manage to get our hands on a Terraformer Fragment, which is kind of cool. That might help us out. Let's see. Let's come down here. Just kind of take a look at this area for a little bit. See if we recognize any of this stuff. This just looks like... I think that's just the rock wall. It might be a lighting glitch, honestly, that's making it much lighter. I'm not really sure. I'm not really seeing any resources or anything like that down here. At least nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, I'm really not seeing much at all. There's a little bit of quartz over there. I don't think we're being stalked by any bigger, nastier critters at the moment. But you never know in this game. You never know. Let's grab ourselves some quartz. Ooh, it's time to get back into the sea moth so we can get to the surface. There we go. Your oxygen, luckily, does not deplete in the sea moth. In fact, it actually increases. That must be a recent change. It used to be that your oxygen level just stayed the same when you were in the sea moth. But I think it is better that it does actually increase as time goes on. Because if you think about it, the sea moth has a cockpit and everything, so I think it was kind of silly that your oxygen wouldn't go up at all, compared with just being out in the ocean itself. Regardless, let's head back, and let's take a look at this Terraformer Blueprint and see what we can figure out. See if maybe it's something we'd like to build. Here we go. So, let's see. We've abandoned our sea moth in the ocean. We'll come up into the escape pod, go to our fragment analyzer, and we can put this Terraformer Fragment in there. So that can start analyzing. And while we're waiting on that, we can convert some of this scrap metal into titanium, make some titanium ingots, and do a little bit of that inventory type stuff. Because inventory space is limited in this game, at least for the most part. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Plenty of titanium. Can I just make a titanium ingot? No, I'm one shy. I bet we've got one in here, though. We don't. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, well, that's alright. Let's just put some of this stuff away like this instead, then. And this is going to take a while to analyze. So while we're waiting, let's come on back outside and see if maybe we can find some goodies and things to help us in our search. Now, they have added the crashed ship as an explorable location in the game now, although you do need a special type of suit to actually check it out. You need like a radiation suit or something like that, which I do not currently have. But that's something that we'll also want to be doing here, hopefully in the near future. Let's grab this metal as well. Anything else worth grabbing? Quartz, always useful. Ooh, it is, it's getting to that point now, isn't it? Let's get some of this stuff. Copper, limestone. I don't think there's much else that I really want, so let's just get to the surface.
Emergency. 10 seconds of
And I think we are good. We've refilled our oxygen. Ooh, I am almost out of food, though. That's a problem. We're going to have to see if we can grab ourselves some food. These Gary fish are usually pretty easy to catch. They're not the best source of food when it comes to actual amount of food gained, but they are pretty easy to catch. So are these air sac fish, which are used for water, and we'll probably need some of that pretty soon as well. Now, oh, there's a peeper. Can we get it? Can we get the peeper? Yes, we can. Okay, excellent. So let's head back to our life pod so we can cook up our meal, our food here, because we only have 16% of our hunger is remaining, and we don't want that to get too low or you will starve to death and die, and that's not good. So, let's see here. Have we any salt? Please tell me. Ooh, I've only got 1 salt. That's it? Really? Oof. Okay. Well, we can eat this. And I guess we'll cook up the peeper, because that's going to be the best source of food that we have anyway. Cook that up. And then we might as well make this filtered water as well, using the air sac fish. So let's eat the peeper and drink a little bit of water, maybe even drink a little bit more water. There we go. But salt, definitely a necessity here because we are running very low on food. I've got the fish, but I don't have the salt to actually cook them with, and that is a problem. So I think we're good there. We can take, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got enough now for another titanium ingot. And we're going to need a whole bunch of those for down the road when we intend to build the Cyclops. But in the meantime, salt. Salt is important. Still waiting on that fragment to finish analyzing as well. So there's lots of little things to wait on as you go along here. We've got some minerals over here. We might get some good stuff. It looks like it's pretty much all titanium, though, which is not what I need. I need basically everything except for titanium. There's some copper, finally. More titanium. More titanium. And even more titanium. I don't think the game was listening to me when I said I need basically everything except for titanium. That's a big ugly thing. I suppose we should probably be getting out of here pretty soon, though, before we get trapped down here without any air. Ooh, salt. That's very important.
New technology acquired.
I don't know what this thing is.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I don't know. We better get to the surface. Let's get up here, and then we will head back into our sub to cook up a little bit more food, since we found ourselves some salt. So we'll just cook up a Gary fish and eat that. It's not the best source of food, as I said. Only restores 18 food, but it's definitely better than nothing. So we'll make use of that. And now we do have the fragment analyzer, which gave us the terraformer. So we need an advanced wiring kit and a battery. Well, the battery should be easy enough. Let's see. Bladder, rebreather, grav spare, beacon. I thought batteries were under equipment. Oh no, they're right here. Okay. And I've already got the acid mushrooms for that. So let's make ourselves a battery. And then we need an advanced wiring kit. That sounds complicated. Advanced wiring kit. 2 gold and a computer chip. Ooh. I have no idea where to get the computer chip. And I'm assuming the gold is going to be found fairly deep underneath the ocean. So we might have to put a hold on the terraformer, at least for the time being. Let's see. We also probably have enough titanium to make another ingot. In fact, I'm sure we do. So let's do that. Much easier to store. Unfortunately, you can't turn it back into normal titanium, but titanium isn't all that difficult to find, so I'm not super worried about it. Let's see. Oh, I have an advanced wiring kit. Where did I must have started the game with that or something. That is fantastic. So we can actually make a terraformer. Let's do that. And let's go give this bad boy a try. Don't know how it works. Out of material, drag, shift, drag, middle button. Okay. Okay, so basically you shift and right click. And that will get you more material. And then you can put it back with left. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's nifty. I can see how that could come in handy in certain areas. Now the question is, can we use that to, like, mine a hole through things? So if we just do something like this, yeah, it can be very cool. So we've got ourselves a terraformer that we might be able to use in such a way to kind of almost to mine, almost to, you know, punch our way through some of these areas that are a little bit more remote or a little bit more enclosed than what we might like. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's head on down here. We'll just use our sea glide for the time being, because I'm not planning on going exceptionally deep at the moment. I see more salt, which we need, but that thing releases poisonous gas that does nasty things to you. There doesn't seem to be anything I need or want in there. Limestone chunk and titanium. Scrap metal. Anything else useful? With the keyword being useful, I'd love to find another blueprint. Ooh, I am running out of air. Alright, to the surface we go. Alright, so our sub is over there. Let's head back that way. And I just want to check and see. I want to hit up the constructor. It does make the most annoying sound in the history of video games. But I do want to check the constructor and see if I need to find a Cyclops blueprint or if I already have it. Because the Cyclops is definitely something that I want to be building. Okay, I've got the Cyclops blueprint, but I need 5 plasteel ingots, 5 enamel glass, and an advanced wiring kit. And like an idiot, I used my advanced wiring kit on the terraformer instead of using it on the Cyclops. So that was rather foolish of me. Well, I guess what we'll have to do is we'll have to do some more exploring of the deep, dark depths in later episodes, because guys, we are out of time. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I really do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. And then over here is where our harvester is going to go. Now, by default, this planter will plant stuff in this little 3x3 square right here. But that's not going to be enough. We want more trees than that, so we want to extend this a little bit. I'm thinking